Hey, what's up? Today we are gonna record a song para sa full band using a single track guitar interface. So yeah, as we've mentioned, we're recording a song for a full band. So may drums, may bass, may guitars, may vocals using this little guy. This is a PV Export guitar interface. May mono in siya, so isang instrument lang. Tapos may headphone out, may speaker out, and meron siyang USB-B to USB-A. I actually started recording songs and videos using this guy during the pandemic a few years back because it's the only one I had. A friend of mine sold it to me and sabi ko I tried using a guitar with it kasi originally para to sa guitar, tapos I think may amplitude na application para may digital amplifier ka, digital effect. So I tried that a couple of times when I bought this, pero it didn't really resonate with me because I'm a guitar pedals kind of guy. Tapos tinago ko lang nung nag-pandemic. Sabi ko, hey, would it work? And so everything that we're gonna talk about here are the things that I did a few years ago before I got a proper audio interface. Now, lahat po ng principles na pag-uusapan natin ngayon can also be, in theory, used for other audio interfaces. If you have a 2-channel audio interface or 4-channel audio interface, that's actually much better because then you can actually record multi-tracks. No? Eto, isang track lang talaga yung mare-record niya. I guess without saying, it's easier to understand if you wanna record a guitar, single guitar, saksak mo lang dito, diretso sa computer. Pero what if you wanna record drums, you wanna record bass, how about a microphone? So yung kailangan natin, of course, this audio interface or guitar interface. Of course, we're gonna need a laptop or a computer, a DAW or a digital audio workstation or software for recording. Personally, I use an Ableton Live. Dati, I tried using Audacity kasi free na software yung Audacity. Yung problem lang sa Audacity is it's very difficult to have actual monitoring when you are recording. Hindi mo naririnig ng real time yung nire-record mo. So, dati nung Audacity yung ginagamit ko, I made sure that all the instruments that I recorded, meron siyang sariling speaker. So, for example, if I record a guitar, I don't monitor off of the interface. I monitor off of the guitar amp that I then microphone or I get from the output ng gitarang yun papunta sa interface na to, para hindi ako dependent sa lumalabas sa interface na to kasi may latency yung Audacity. Pero yung gagamitin natin ngayon is Ableton Live. So, very small. Halos hindi mo manotice yung latency, especially sa settings, sa buffer settings na ginagamit natin. When you record a full band like this, I think it goes without saying na it's easier if you start with the drums. Kasi yung drums yung mag-aareglo ng tempo, yung timing, and the entire composition. So, yung problem, kasi for the drums to sound relatively better, you need multiple inputs or multiple microphones to mic the drums up para at least rinig halos lahat, no? Clear lahat. So, paano yan? Kasi isa lang yung input neto. So, kailangan natin ng analog na mixer, multi-channel na analog mixer, and then that analog mixer will be connected to this PV Export. So, this is how you do that. So, here's our setup. Of course, we have our drum set right here. And it is mic'd up with 6 microphones. We have basically yung 4 na shells, yung kick, yung snare. May 2 microphone yung snare sa taas tsaka sa baba para ma-capture yung sizzle ng snare wires. Sa rack tom, floor tom. And then we have this TLM 103 na condenser microphone. Trying to capture yung entire kit or mostly yung cymbals. Tapos yung microphones na to, they are all connected sa ating analog mixer. Now this is a Broadway mixer, budget mixer to siya, ito. And the reason why we have 6 microphones because it has 6 XLR channels. So yung ginawa natin, nakasunod-sunod na lang din na kick, snare top, snare bottom, rack tom, floor tom, and then the overhead mic. Now, yung kagandahan sa mixer na to is that it has phantom power, 48 volt phantom power na switch right there. And it's important for us kasi yung overhead microphone natin is a condenser microphone. It needs 48 volts. And even our kick drum mic, nasa loob, hindi ko na ilalabas, also has a 48 volt phantom power na need. Now, you can do this in theory without using condenser microphone. So if you have dynamic microphones lang lahat, pwede naman na yung kick mic mo is a dynamic microphone. Just so happened na condenser microphone yung kick drum mic ko, and it just so happened na yung mixer ko or yung mixer na ginamit natin has phantom power. Now, let's say walang phantom power yung mixer na to, I could probably just use one of these dynamic microphones that I have to mic the kick drum, no? And probably yung overheads, I can get away with using a dynamic mic with that as well. And then, this mixer is connected yan, sa PV export. So, yung isang out, kasi yung mixer natin, it has left and right out. Usually, lumalabas to sa speakers, no? I don't know if you can see. Papunta sa speakers. Pero yung ginawa natin, yung isang out niya, it doesn't matter if it's left or right, depende sa'yo. From XLR, papunta siya sa PL. Ito yung cord na to. Papunta sa input ng PV export natin. And yung PV export natin is going papunta sa ating computer. Andito sa likod. So, USB siya. Tapos, syempre, dediretso na siya sa DAW natin, which is Ableton Live 11. So, yung mangyayari, siya yung magiging audio interface ng computer. Yung audio device natin is PV Export USB. Kaso, because it is single track, isa lang, kasi pang gitara lang dapat talaga yung audio interface na to, it will come out as this. Isang track lang. So, yung buong drum set natin na pumasok sa mixer, yung buong mixer na yon, it will come out as a single track in our audio interface. Now, this setup is far from ideal. Hindi ideal yung setup na to. Kasi mas maganda nga na naka-multitrack tayo. Ibig sabihin, bawat shell, bawat microphone ng drum set natin ay different track na lalabas dito. Kasi that way, pwede nating ma-mix ng maigi, ma-equalize yung bawat track. No? We can treat it differently. Pero sa setup na to, isang track lang. Isang track lang yung buong drum set mo. So, it's very important na sound check mo siya. So, I did that before. Pero, mabilisan lang. Kasi nga, project lang naman to. This is just for this video. But, if you really wanna take this seriously and this is all the setup that you have, this is all the gear that you have, it can be done, no? Kailangan lang ng patience in fine-tuning. Kasi yung nagiging problem is, let's say, nag-record ka, single track yung buong drum set, and then, upon hearing it, mas malakas yung snare kaysa sa kick drum, or mas malakas yung tom kaysa sa kick drum, there's very little that you can do sa post-editing na. Makakapag-equalize ka, makakapag-compress ka, makakapaglagay ka ng effects or reverb, pero that's about it, no? Hindi mo na pwedeng lalakasan ko yung kick drum, no? Although pwede namang mahilot sa frequencies yun, pero mas mahirap, tsaka mas hindi siya ideal na situation. Ito po yung labas ng ano natin, no? Again, this is a very rough mix. So, ibig sabihin, I spent about 15 minutes trying to tweak yung mixer tsaka yung input, pero that's about it, no? So, here's a sound check of this drum set. So as you record the drums, it's very important that the drummer knows yung entire arrangement ng kanta, kung ano susunod, para at least yung entire na palo niya, yung gagawin niya, yung i-record niya is according to na plano niya na areglo ng kanta. So kasi ako lang naman lahat yung gagawa neto, alam ko kung ano yung areglo ko. And also, very important din sa drummer, if you record drum tracks na naka-click track tayo or metronome, para mas madali, masabayan, para hindi ganun ka-inconsistent yung tempo natin, and para mas madaling i-edit post ng recording, no? So, now that we've recorded the drums, what we're gonna do next is record guitars. So, we're gonna be recording a bass guitar, an electric guitar, and an acoustic guitar. Now, you can actually just connect your bass, your electric, your acoustic guitar here straight, and then record it through your computer. Pero since I also have the luxury of having this guy, the Valiton GP200R, na meron siyang mga amp simulators, cab simulators, IRs, even sa bass, tsaka sa acoustic, I opted na from this guy, i-connect ko yung gitara ko dito, tapos mag-out ako sa out ng effects na to, papunta sa audio interface, para at least yung mga amplifier na kailangan ko, dun na siya manggagaling. Pero, if ever na wala kang multi-effects na merong amp simulator or IR loader, let's say you have a pedal board or you just want a guitar, tapos may guitar amp ka, now what you can do is connect from your guitar amp's line out papunta sa audio interface. Pero kung wala namang line out yung yung guitar amp nyo, pwede namang i-microphone yung guitar amp mismo. Pero since this is what we're using, kailangan natin ng 1/4 inch na plug papunta sa XLR na connector para sa microphone natin, sa dynamic microphone natin. So, it looks like this. Ito po yung mga usual na kasama sa mga microphone pag bibili ka. May kasama na siyang plug na XLR, papunta sa mic, and then 1/4 inch. For our case, ito, dediretso to sa audio interface, and this goes to the microphone, papunta doon na nakamic sa guitar amp mo, sa bass amp, acoustic guitar, and yes, even sa microphone ng vocals natin. Pero since again, I have a guitar processor, ko-connect ako doon. So, when it comes to the microphone naman, tinry ko namang mag-record nung simula na diretso na lang with this pod mic that I have. Dynamic microphone, hindi siya condenser microphone. Papunta dito. Kaso, masyadong mahina yung signal na pumapasok. Kasi first of all, yung pod mic is notoriously low yung signal niya. Kasi nga, para makancel yung mga noise sa paligid, hindi siya ganun kalakas na microphone. So, nung sinaksak ko pa dito, masyadong mababa or mahina yung nilalabas niyang output. So, kung i-boost ko, mas nabuboost din yung floor noise. So, maingay. So, what I opted to do was I used a mixer. So, ginawa ko parehas nung sa pag-record ng drums, na yung microphones na papunta sa mga drum shells, instead na drum shells yung pupuntahan, microphone na pang vocal. Tapos, yung mixer na yon, dediretso siya dito. Para at least may next gain level ako from the mixer. But since yung ginamit na mixer para sa recording ng drums, hiniram ko lang or ginamit ko lang dun yung sa school, I opted to use this one. So, yung mixer na to, very handy na mixer, 2 channels lang siya. And yeah, this actually works as an audio interface too. Although, if I'd be honest, hindi ko pa na-try. Pero it does work as an audio interface. It probably has, I think it has 2, no? So, may dalawang separate track siya na magagawa or at least stereo track. So, maybe next time try nating gawa ng video to. Binili ko kasi to a few years back para lang exclusively for our in-ear monitor system sa church. So, from our digital mixer, auxiliary, isang out nun, diretso dito, tapos dito kami magi-in-ear monitor. So, I bought like 3 of these. So, it just so happened that I have one of these laying around kasi hindi pa siya nasa-set up sa church. So, sabi ko, dito ko na lang i-connect yung microphone, yung vocal microphone ko, tapos diretso dito. Tapos, from here, isang out niya, whether left or right, it doesn't matter. Dumiretso ako sa PV export. And yun, medyo mas lumakas na lalo yung signal ng microphone ko. And it worked really well. Also, yung acoustic guitar ko, since hindi ko na, I didn't opt to have a processing for the acoustic guitar with these effects, dumiretso na lang ako, direkta na lang from my acoustic guitar papunta sa audio interface na to. So, yung acoustic guitar na maririnig nyo sa recording in a little bit is a direct acoustic guitar papunta dito. Pero, of course, may post na lang, in-equalize ko lang, tsaka ni-level, nakapan, and whatever. Ito yung kinalabasan ng, ng production na to. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please let me know on the comment section down below. And this is our second channel. The first one got hacked. a few years ago. So this is my way of trying to rebuild this entire channel. So if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up and commenting down below. It would really encourage me. Also, last na lang po, yung whole point ng video na to is trying to make whatever you have work for whatever you need. There is no excuse, especially in the day and age that we live in right now. There's a lot of options, there's a lot of opportunities. If you are a creative, just create. Find ways. You don't need the perfect gear, the perfect equipment to be able to be creative or do what you want to do. There are lots of ways. So, yeah, keep creating.
Blessed be your name. Blessed be your name when I'm found in the desert place. Though I walk through the wilderness, blessed be your name. Every blessing you pour out, I'll turn back to praise. When the darkness closes in, Lord, still I will say, blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your name. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be your glorious name. You give and take away. You give and take away. My heart will choose to say, but blessed be your name. You give and take away. You give and take away. My heart will choose to say,